Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go in and make the changes to replacing the coin with the new coin we made from last video. Possibly add in the door and maybe the enemy if we have time. And adding in some extra functionality to the game script that handles what happens when the coin is picked up. That out of the way, let's go in first. I'm gonna open up coin 2 here, and I'm gonna go in and save this and save it over the base coin. So that should fix that. Now we can go to coin here. We need to change name here to coin. We're gonna be using this later to determine what to do with it. Animation random, let's turn this on so we can see if it's working, and keep delete on pick up here. So now that that's out of the way, let's go to the game script here, and we're going to add a function called function on pickup, I believe, and then call item, and then check if item dot name coin, which we just defined. Then let's put for now just print add coin to player or something, just to show that it's working on add semicolon or whatever those are called. And that's it for that function. Let's go in and test this out. I also went in and changed the display to 1920 by 1080 for the test width and height. So, and as you can see though, all the coins are randomly started in different positions, which is nice if we wanted a little bit of variation to the animation. So now that's out of the way, I'm gonna go in and get the door set up. So I just realized I forgot to import the door asset, so let me see if I can just drag and drop this in. I'm gonna have to go into my other project folder, drag this in, drop, no, come, there we go, door. And let's see if the import settings, no, they didn't get set it to 2D pixel, re-import, that looks good. That's all good. So now let's go in and add the door. So let's go in here, new scene. We're gonna set the door to be an area 2D. We're gonna rename this door, right. Light killer 2D. Oops, I accidentally added favorites. Take that. Let's go in collision shape. And what is it? Last but not least, we're gonna want another area 2D. Actually, no, I messed up. This is supposed to be static. I believe it's static. Yeah, static body 2D. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. This is so it can block out any basically enemies or objects that shouldn't pass through. So we're going to take this, take the light ocular, set this up, line up. Why is it not snapping? I guess I turned off smart snap. I turned that back on. And are you kidding me? Did I? pixel snap. I don't know how I turned this off. I literally haven't. Okay, now it should be working. There we go. I don't know why that was turned off. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this as door. Let's add in a script for door. Let's go in here and for area 2D, check when body is entered. Let's add this to script. And what we're going to do for now is just going to check if body.name is equal to player. Then we're just going to say body.position.x minus self.position.x is greater than 0. Then we're going to tell the game to move the player, and we're going to tell it to move it, what is it, 1. Was it? That's 1 to the left, yeah. And then we're going to make an else statement, check in for if we're going the other direction. So this first one was from, if you're moving from the right side of the door and hitting it, then it's going to pass through. But if this direction is from going towards the left, going from left to right, and let's just copy this. I'll be like retyping that and tell it it's time to plus. Why is this giving me error? Whoops, what did I put? There we go. Should fix it, yep. Okay, so that looks good. So let's go in and finish off our last thing. We need to go in, set up the collision shape here. This one should just be, I believe, just is it 1x8? Yep. And this one though, it's gonna be a little bit bigger. We're gonna set it to be 2x8, so we have a little bit of space for the player to enter. So that's that. There's not too much time left. I'm gonna just set up the scenes for the enemy quickly, and that's gonna be it for this episode. So first, what we want to do is take and add a kinematic body, rename this to enemy. Let's add a sprite to this. Let's add in light ocular 2D to the sprite. We're gonna add in I believe it's arraycast. Yep, arraycast. And I'm gonna add another area 2D. In that area 2D, we need a collision shape. We're gonna need another area 2D. And another collision shape. And last, we need an animation player. Animation player. Now, let's see. First, I'm going to take this arraycast and we're going to call this floor checker. This is going to be used for making sure the player doesn't like walk off a cliff or something. I'm going to edit these settings later, but I'm just going to, for now, rename these options. I'm going to call this first area 2D top checker, which is going to represent us checking if our player has been hit on top, and if so, then allow the player to kill the enemy if it's a killable enemy. Top checker. Now we need to add one more. We need to add side checker. This one, it's kind of how right now I'm going to be checking for basic attack. If the player runs into the enemy from the left side or right side, they die. I don't have a bottom checker, or let's say if the player jumps from below, because we don't have any platforms like that we can jump through, but we could also go in and try adding that if you guys want it, but I'd have to add in some other platforms that we can actually jump through in order to add that. But that should be it for today. Just quickly, I've worked a little bit on the game dev that I'm gonna hopefully release on next week. What is it? I'm still not sure which size of or like what kind of style I should go for in this game. I've tried out like making some sprites from 16 by 16, 32, 64 by 64, and I'm still not sure which style I should go for, but I'll hopefully have something ready by the next video that's coming out. So I'll see you guys in the next video.